Hi, I'm Louisa Sijabat, a liquidator and bankruptcy trustee. So today's question is, I've received a director penalty notice before my company is about to do a small business restructuring. Will the director penalty notice be wiped out by the small business restructuring if it's approved by creditors? So the answer to this question is it depends on the type of director penalty notice that you've received. There are different types and there are different consequences depending on which type of director penalty notice that you've received. In this particular instance, I know the person had what is known as a lockdown director penalty notice. That is, the director penalty notice can only be resolved by payment. There are no other options available in this particular case. So, in this case, the director penalty notice would remain payable in full by the director, in addition to whatever the company might need to pay under any approved small business restructuring proposal. So this means when the director is considering the total cost of solution of a proposed small business restructuring, they need to take into consideration what the company might need to pay if its small business restructuring proposal is approved by creditors, like what are the installments under that. In addition, they should consider what they themselves are required to pay to the ATO under the director penalty notice. In those sorts of cases, typically the director might approach the ATO and seek a payment plan for the director penalty notice. Now, officially, while the payments under the small business restructuring do not reduce the director penalty notice debt of the director, we have seen in some practical instances where it actually does. Now, this is not an official policy of the ATO, so we cannot base our advice solely on this approach. However, we have seen it on a few occasions when the payments under the SBR proposal, once approved by creditors, actually do reduce the DPN ledger and DPN debt that the director has with the ATO. These are anecdotal, so it's not recommended to base your plan or base your forecasting on that. However, we have seen it happen.